Corky, watching Free Speech TV in Hilton, New York. Hey, Corky, what's on your mind today?
Yeah, Tom, it's that. I've been watching a thing about the killing out there at the clinic.
Yeah.
And all these pundits. The guy was sick. No, yes, the guy was sick. But you can lay those killings right at the feet of Carly Fiorina and Ted Cruz and Mike Huckabee and the rest of those that keep going out there and spewing these things. What those clinics are doing is legal. It's legal under the United States Constitution. They are not doing anything wrong. They did not sell body parts. You went through that, and I tried to tell you that the day after they come out with that about the body parts. They weren't selling them. And it wasn't aborted. It was a baby. It was born stillborn, because I watched the interview they had with the lady whose baby it was.
Right.
And you can lay that right at their feet. They're the ones that are responsible for the killing of those people. This guy is sick. You can't lay it at his feet. The guy is sick. It's an illness.
I think you can lay it at his feet, too. Just because somebody is screwed up doesn't mean that they're not responsible for committing a crime and shouldn't be punished for it, and separated from society. I would submit to you, Corky, that this guy is probably one of those people who, in a thriving economy, would not have become this guy. If you look at his history, if you look at, he looks like the kind of person who throughout his life never quite made it, always was living on the edge, never really had, any self-respect or the respect of others, and mostly had a really hard time making a living throughout much of his life. And
he was a college graduate.
Say what?
He was a college graduate.
Yeah, so... he
had an education.
Yeah, but that does, my point is that had we not outsourced all the good jobs in this country, or so many of them, had we not pursued the Reagan-Clinton trade policy of doing away with tariffs so that manufacturing, we've lost 60,000 factories just since 2000 in the United States, and probably another 50,000 in the 20, 30 years before that. If those factories had not left the United States, China would still be a third world country. We would have a GDP that would be trillions of dollars larger than it is. And there would have been a lot of good jobs where people can just go to work, put in their 40 hours a week, and be able to raise their family and have some self-respect. And I suspect, this is purely, theoretical, but I suspect that had this guy had one of those kind of jobs, I grew up in a neighborhood of people with those kind of jobs. When I grew up in Lansing, Michigan back in the 50s and 60s, most of my friends' parents worked at Oldsmobile, and they were making the equivalent of $50 an hour in today's money, or maybe it was 30 or 40, but whatever it was good enough money that, dad could buy a home and or mom in some cases, usually it was dad, and get a car every couple of years and take a vacation and have a pension. And had he had that kind of life, I think, one of the things we know is that as the economy collapses, mental illness explodes.
Yes, I know that.
I think this is a perfect example of it.
Got into that place.
I think we are looking at the direct results of 34 years of Reaganomics and Clintonomics. It's, very straightforward stuff. And the decision by the Republican Party to factionalize, to balkanize America. And that's what I want to get into right after the break. Corky, thanks for the call. We'll be back. It's 20 minutes past the hour. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.